I told you guys in the previous video that I was actually sketching JP 2025. Look, this one right here. And you couldn't see it clearly in my last video because of the lighting. I just didn't even know the lighting was that poor. As I was shooting, I only got to know. To my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and welcome to the channel. We're going to have a lot of fun together on this channel. So please continue to engage with the content, like, leave a comment, let me know you're there. And if you're a new viewer on this channel and you're just coming across my video, please just take a second to click on the subscribe button. This really helps me grow. Under the description box of this video, you're going to see the link to my social media handles, and that's where for my Instagram and my TikToks to go ahead and follow on those platforms because I'm able to share more in-depth, well, more personal content with you guys there. So today, as I sketch, I just want to talk about something that holds so many of us back. Today is just the general. I just feel so led. What I'm talking about today is something that holds many people back, and that's the idea that you need to wait until you're good before you start doing something. If you are into any creative pursuit, or even if you're just working a day-to-day 9 to 5 job, waiting till you are good, it honestly, it's a trap. A lot of the times we don't even know what good is, what good is supposed to be like, what good is supposed to feel like. We just feel like we're not there yet. But the truth is, you only get good by showing up while you're still unsure. You get good by doing it badly and then doing it again and then doing it again, and it just gets slightly less bad until the day you realize that it's not so terrible anymore and that there's growth. I really believe in the idea of growth. I've had to remind myself of this even throughout the 7 day challenge. That some days I've had to remind myself of this even during the 7 day challenge of this Sketch With Me series. Some days I felt like the sketch wasn't turning out the way I wanted, or it wasn't looking quite right, or probably at the end of the shooting the entire video, I just feel like, oh my god, what's this? I can't even share it. It doesn't look good to me. Or sometimes I just feel like, I probably don't even have anything valuable to say. Some of these things, some people could probably already know them. So what do I even have to say? But the thing is, I still showed up, and that's because the best way and the only way really to get better at anything, at drawing, at speaking, writing, showing up day to day to your life, is just by doing it over and over again, not by waiting. Waiting until you're good is often like a fancy form of fear. Sometimes we are afraid to be seen as beginners, we are afraid to be average, or worse, to be stuck. And so we just put things off, and then we procrastinate and we tell ourselves, oh, we'll post when it's better, we'll post when I've improved. And then we put things off, we procrastinate, we tell ourselves, okay, I'll post when I'm better, or I'll post when I have a nicer camera, or I will start that business when I have the money to set it up well or set it up nicely, maybe when I have more money. But if you keep waiting, you just stay stuck forever. You remain in that same place. And what's worse is you start overthinking, and the longer you wait, the heavier the pressure becomes. That simple thing that you just wanted to do for fun and for the sake of enjoying your life, it suddenly becomes this huge mountain in your mind. But if you just start, if you just let it be messy at first, let me give you an example. A lot of people that you and I admire today started rough. Go back and look at their first YouTube videos of your favorite creators, or the first sketches from your favorite fashion illustrators, or the first designs from your favorite fashion designers. They were not perfect. They didn't have that voice that they have now at that time, but they had courage and they grew because they let their work evolve publicly. One of the biggest myths that we brought into starting something new is that you need to be excellent before you start. Anyways, let me even share this quick story. I remember when I first wanted to start, my fashion brand, the first collection I had to launch. And I was already, I had made the clothes, I did all the work, did the media work, did the modeling. I made the clothes, I did the modeling, I had the pictures and the videos taken. And then at the end of the day, I was like, oh God, this is not looking like where it's supposed to be in my head. Because I know I'm much more better than what this is, what I've put out. But this is what is within my capacity to put out now. So I was really at that crossroads where I didn't know whether to just hold it back and then not do it. I mean, I'd already put in all this work, put all my savings into getting fabrics, making the clothes and everything. How am I going to like start it? I just felt somehow embarrassed of how probably the clothes look or the pictures were not right, or my makeup, because I had to do my makeup myself. My makeup did not sit very well. And one of my friends basically said, oh, when I should have the picture, she was like, oh, but this doesn't look very excellent. This doesn't look really good. Do you want to maybe like do you want to maybe take retake the photos first, or you want to like remake some of the dresses because this doesn't look really perfect? And in my mind I was like, you don't know how much work and how much money I already put into this. I literally have put all my savings into this collection, and it must go up because at this point I had been thinking of starting a fashion brand for years at this point, because it's been my lifelong dream to do that. So I was like, this girl, you don't know, just going to put it up anyways. And another friend was able to like encourage me and like push me and was like, okay, it might not look right this time, but if you are able to push yourself and just do it anyways, just close your eyes and just do it anyways, you see the growth in a few years, in a few months. I just had to like close every eye, every shame in me. I had to let the embarrassment go away and then just post those pictures of me that I felt did not truly represent. And the thing is, I'm not exactly where I want to be in my head yet, but I'm in a great place. Imagine if I hadn't posted that, we probably not even have this channel by now, because every single thing that I have worked on in fashion, and every single customer and every single client that has come into my fashion business has been as a result of that collection I posted. All the customers and all the clients that I have made clothes for, or I'm currently making clothes for, were as a result of that collection that I posted. Since that time, it's been from one referral to the other. And I've not even released another collection since for almost like 3 years. It's been from that one time that I did it and I went out and I pushed myself, even if it wasn't looking like what I wanted in my head. I just pushed myself, closed my eye to the shame, closed my eyes to the embarrassment, to the laughs, and just did it. And since then, my confidence for my work has really grown. And even my skill, my craft has really improved. What I can make now, I couldn't make it back then. So essentially, what I'm just trying to say is that the myth that your stuff has to be excellent, everything has to be excellent, while you're at your starting point, it doesn't make sense. If you are a huge brand and you have access to amazing resources, you have money, you have time, you have the people, you can now talk about excellence, but not while you're starting and you're the only one who is taking the pictures, making the clothes, modeling the clothes, posting the clothes. So if you're sitting on a dream, or maybe you are thinking of starting a new business or a fashion brand, or start creating content, or whatever it is really that you want to do, I think it's time for you to stop waiting until you're good. It's time for you to stop waiting until you have everything excellently and perfectly arranged. Everybody has a beginning phase. Even the greats of the greats, the Picassos and the Beyoncés, they had their day ones. And that awkward beginning phase is not a punishment, it's a necessary part of the journey. So, if there's something you've been putting off, something you've been waiting to get good at before you start, This is your sign to begin now. Start where you are with what you have. That version of you, the one that tries to despite fear, that's the real artist. That's the real designer. That's the one that wants to grow. And you know what? A year from now, you look back and you'll be so grateful you didn't wait. You'll be so proud of your awkward stage. You'll be proud of your early work. Keep showing up for yourself and keep showing up on this channel. And together, we'll get there someday. I'll see you in the next episode.